Hello everyone, welcome back to Stitches with Charly Feathers. I hope you're all doing okay, and just a quick thank you to everyone who has shouted me out recently, either for my little Charly Feathers shop, for my floss drops and my ring bling, or that have shouted me out about my Flosstube. I'm immensely grateful to every single one of you. So I plan to only be away 2 weeks. I've actually been away a month. Life's just been really busy since spring arrived. It's just been really busy, trying to spend as much time outdoors as we can, either going to the National Trust gardens or to the beach or to the woods, at the park, just spending time together and making precious memories as a family. So that's been really nice. But as it's been a month, I've got lots and lots to show you. So let's start with my finishes. So first up, I have my April showers bring May flowers, and this is a pattern by the Geeky Stitching Company. The lady's called Jess, who runs it, and me and Kim decided to do this together as a stitch along. I can't remember the hashtag that we used, but I'll put it at the bottom, and a couple of people did join us. So if you're interested, there's still time. Me and Kim have finished, but I'm not sure that everyone else has who joined. So yeah, we changed the pattern so that he would have a rainbow umbrella, me and Kim, because I think it was just charted in the blue, but we thought, nah, rainbow umbrella would look lovely. So yeah, that's my first finished object. And then I've got 2 starts and finishes. I'm still working on, let's put the board behind, hopefully it will focus. That is the August Stitching Cabin monthly mini calendar. These were free last year. I don't know if it's a paid for pattern now, but I'm still catching up from last year. So I did August, and I also finished September. And I'm working on October at the moment, so I'm getting so close to finishing all of these. And as I have done with all of them, I put some batting underneath, and then I cut around my corner gauge, which I think is 3 inches square, and then I hot glue it onto the back. I hot glue the back fabric sides down. It's not the cleanest job, but it doesn't matter. And I hot glue a strong magnet, a strong craft magnet, and then I've got a tin which I stick the month that it's on at the moment, I stick on the front of the tin, and then I store the rest of them inside. I'm sure I showed that on previous floss tubes. So yeah, they're my finishes, and then we'll move swiftly on to whips because there's quite a few of them. So first up we have Magic Moon. This is a pattern that I bought from a designer on Instagram through PayPal, and it's a full coverage. It's going to be 30,000 stitches, and yeah, this is where I'm up to so far. So I finished the cabin, I finished that big pine tree, and I've started on the moon at the top here behind the tree. I've done quite a bit of the grass with the path, so yeah, it's really gorgeous. And that lovely needle minder is a commissioned one that Cotton and Clay Laura made for me. I asked her if she could make me some yellow glittery needle minders, and she's very kind and obliging. Okay, the next one we've got, I started on Monday, and it's the new stitch along by a historical sampler company called Do More of What Makes You Happy. and this was very kindly gifted to me. You get a very cute notions pouch. The threads, which are really, really lovely. I've got them on my Kate Blanford floss drops that me and Kim bought packs of and shared so that we'd have a selection of colours. So we've got like a minty green, a clear glittery, and a pink one. So yeah, they're the floss colours, they're gorgeous. And yeah, I've made a start on part 1. And here we are. So I'm doing the back stitching as I'm going along. And I'm working on this flower at the moment. I've done all the main block of it. But yeah, just got the back stitching to finish there. And you can also get this cute little quirky house needle minder as well in the gift box. So I'm pretty sure there's still time to purchase either the PDF from the Historical Sampler Company or the gift box, and you can stitch along with us. The first part only come out Monday, so you won't fall too far behind. And you also got these lovely floss drops as well in the pack, but you only get 4 of them, so I'll probably save them for another project. Okay, the next whip I've got in my lovely sheepy bag. I got the charity shop that I showed, I think, on my last Flosstube. And in here I have Mary Hickmott Winter Woods, which is a kit that I found in the charity shop in St Austell when I was going to Emma Louise's cross stitch club. And then I bought the pattern from Mary Hickmott on her Etsy shop. There we go. So yeah, there's lovely Winter Woods. I love the really subtle delicacy of the petite treasure braid in some sections of it. I just think it's so stunning. I'm really enjoying working on that one. And I was having an issue with the PDF. Only 50% of the pattern was loading into Pattern Keeper, which is what I've been using. So I thought I was 50% through the pattern, but I was only 25%. I discovered at like 1 o'clock in the morning a few weekends ago when I was doing full coverage Friday, which is what I'm trying to do every Friday now, unless I'm stitching to some sort of deadlines like I am at the moment, because I've got 2 stitch alongs which have been gifted to me, which I'm trying to keep up with. So I'm going to get both those finished. Well, I've got one finished already to show you, and then I've got the rest of part 1 of that Historical Sampling Company, Do More of What Makes You Happy. And then once I'm up to date, I can work more on my own personal stitching. Oh yeah, so I spoke to Morty and Brom. Hi Morty and Brom, if you're watching, from Mad Morty and the Brom. They've got a fantastic Flosstube, go and check them out. But we have a local stitch group where we meet up, and Sappy Stitches as well. And there's a couple of other ladies that joined us. Lovely Debbie and her daughter Charlotte came last month, and it was really lovely to see them. They came down from the north of England for a family visit, and it coincided with the stitch groups. They came and stitched with us. It was really lovely. But Morty and Safi, between them, helped me work out how I could use an app on my phone. I've got an Android phone, and that I could have the pattern on there and I'd be able to mark it off. I can't remember exactly what it's called. I haven't got on recording with my phone. But if you really want to know how to do that or what app I've been using, then send me a message and I can let you know. Okay, the next one I've got in this beautiful little case that was a very kind gift this month from Yasmin's Made with Love. She sent me a couple, so in my haul and Stitchy Kindness, I'll show you. Oh, I've got some thread stuck in the zip. I will show you the other one that she gifted to me. But this is so beautifully made. So inside you get these two little nets, and they've both got charms on, and it's really beautifully quilted and interfaced. It's really lovely. And a size 1 Nerge fits perfectly. I'll just show you. I realised it fits the size 1 Nerge perfectly the other day when I wanted to have a new mini start out and about while my girls were at a birthday party. I'm getting thread stuck in the zip again. I've been really lazy recently with edging the pieces of my fabric, so I end up with loads of frayed fabric. But yeah, so the size Nerge fits perfectly in one, and then you can put all your threads and your scissors in the bottom one and nothing gets stabbed. So it's absolutely brilliant. And I've also got in here my little alt tin that lovely Sarah, cross stitch Sarah, gifted to me. And it's a little red tin. And then I stuck this lovely sticker on here that was gifted to me by the Fox's Cottage, Lorena, when she had a Flosstube. Sadly, Lorena's not really around at the moment. She's disappeared off social media, so I'm hoping at some point that she will be back. I'm thinking about her and sending well wishes and good vibes from the universe. But in here I've got the October one. I'm so nearly finished with this one. I've just got the rest of that wiggly border to do around 2 sides, and then that'll be done. Oh, this is a finish actually. So this is a free motion embroidery and crazy patchwork applique fabric panel that I made a month or so ago when my husband took my girls away to their grandparents' caravan, and I made it into this really lovely bag. Got my own little label down here, and a really lovely zipper pull that I got from Don't Step on Your Needle, her scissor and zipper pull club. It's really lovely this month. It's Winnie the Pooh themed. I haven't caved yet, but I know that Kim's Get Stitchy Squirrels has. I'm not a massive Winnie the Pooh fan. That's what's put me off a bit, but the scissors are beautiful. But you know, you might be a Winnie the Pooh fan. And down here it says bloom where you are. So yeah, I made some of these crazy patchwork free motion embroidery little square panels quite a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, and it was only when I was looking at them and I thought they look like flower pots, and then I cut out some of these layered flowers and butterflies, and I thought, oh, I'll make that into a flower pot with these flowers, do some free motion, and I sewed those buttons on that you can see. So yeah, I'm really pleased with how this has turned out, and I used the Elizabeth Ann Can Sew tutorial as I always do. And this is a stitch along that I'm doing with my lovely friend Sally at Flossy Sews and Grows. Hello Sally, my lovely work colleague. And she's already finished, but I'm really slow. And this is the Pansy Patch Quilts and Stitchery Stitchers Retreat House, and it says where friendships are formed with needle and thread. And you see those two little ladies there. Well, Sally bought this to her finished piece to Stitch in London 2023, and I stitched Charly CF on one of the women's dresses for Charly Feathers, and Sally put SR on the other one for her initials. And yeah, I'm planning to get mine finished by this Stitch in London, because I'm going to weekend one, and then I'm hoping that I can get Sally to backstitch on one of my ladies too. So I'm stitching this on a fabric by Crafty Kate, and it's a 36 count vintage gold, and I have worked quite a lot on this actually. I've got my lovely needle minder here from Kim. That was a lovely gift for my birthday, and yeah, this is how far I've got. So I think I finished this star. I did one of these hearts and these doodads. I did the needle with the little heart, and I've done all this border, and I've done a bit more on the house down here, and I did all the roof and chimney as well. I did quite a bit of the roof on my train trip when I went to Exeter for work. It was so nice to see Sally again because I haven't seen her since October. I get to see her twice a year now, which is lovely. Yeah, I'm really pleased with how this is looking. Aren't the colours beautiful? And I think I'm on track to get that finished for October, so that's exciting. Okay, the next one is another project bag by me. This one says, all good things are wild and free. And this is a pattern that I bought from my bobbin, and it was fully enabled by Laura at I Stitch Birds. I'm really hoping Laura comes back for another home visit soon. She's been poorly and she's been on a retreat, and I really miss her Flosstube, her home visit. But yeah, she sent me a picture of this and said, I think this pattern is you, and I couldn't agree more. So yeah, I've worked quite a bit on this. I worked a lot on the hair, which was quite difficult. It's got quite a lot of fractionals there. I don't know if you can see those leaves. They were all fractional in her hair. And I started the back stitch on her face and on those birds, and I started the grass and the wave next to her there. Absolutely love stitching this. It's so beautiful. I love the colours. I love everything about it. It's stunning. I think it's designed by Made For You Cross Stitch, and the PDF pattern from my bobbin was inexpensive. I think I actually got it in a sale. So yeah, steadily working away on that, and that's on a 28 count Sligo in just antique white, I think it is. Okay, the next one is in my Ness craft room. It's one of her portfolio cases, and I'm using my floss drops that I made from some lovely vintage tea cards that Lindsay made me, and I've also got some Blanc, which is on one of my own jelly printed and Posca pen floss drops, which I sell in my shop. And in here I have Pansy Bloom, which is another stitch along, and I think I'm the only one again who hasn't finished it. And it's Pansy Bloom, and it's designed by, oh, what's her name? What is your name? Can't remember. I'll put it at the bottom. I love stitching this. Now I've got it on Pattern Keeper. It's going really, really well. And I've got this on some River Hut Designs 32 count. I think it's called Sunshine Yellow or Sunflower Yellow. I think it's Sunshine Yellow. It's lovely mottled fabric. And yeah, I've worked quite a bit on this pansy. I think it's looking really, really lovely. Really lovely, delicate colours. This lovely needle minder. It says Moon Dust. It's from Stitch Bunny. Okay, the next whip is in a lovely project bag from Wolfie Stitches. Fingers are getting stuck in the zip again. And this was a really lovely Christmas gift from Yasmin, the Love Poppet Hedgehog cross stitch kit, and she gifted the squirrel to Kim at the same time. And I think we're going to swap the patterns after we're finished, because we both like the squirrel and the hedgehog. And I did get quite a bit stitched into this on one evening when I was stitching with Mr. Feathers on the sofa. Quite often we stitch together on a Sunday night and watch a film, so that's like our usual routine. One day a week we sit together and watch TV and stitch. And yeah, that's how far I've got. Gorgeous. I do love Poppet's patterns. That's a 28 count even weave as well. Okay, the next whip I've got in my lovely Yasmins Made with Love project bag, which I bought from her recently, and Yas cross-stitched this herself. It's just so beautiful. And another stitch along that a few ladies started last year. I'll just use this bit of paper to cover up the pattern. Is this lovely, is it showing? Lovely floral piece. It's called Vintage Blooms. It's designed by Maria Diaz, and yeah, Jenny's already finished it. She's like a monogamous stitcher, so she gets everything finished really, really quickly. And then Kim's got quite far on it, and I think Yas was joining us, but I think she frogged it because she wasn't happy with the flosses that she used. And I think Sarah frogged hers because she wasn't happy. So I think Jenny's finished it. Kim's 3/4 of the way through, I would say, and I've only just started. But after seeing Kim's on Instagram, I just had to start it. So yeah, that's where mine is at the moment. Isn't it gorgeous? And I'm using some lovely fabric from Cross Stitch Bunny. I think it's called Gingham Hearts. Yeah, pleased with how that's looking. I'm not looking forward to doing the French knots though. That was something I was going to say about my windy mood actually. You know, the girl with the birds. Yeah, I put all the French knots in her cheeks as freckles, and they just looked awful, so I ripped them out again. I used to be quite good at French knots when I used to do a lot of embroidery, but on cross stitch fabric I seem a bit useless at it. I think I need to look into colonial knots, which Natalie, love it, live it, make it yours, who again another Flosstube I used to really love, who has been on a break for quite a while, but yeah, Natalie's just organised a tea, floss and book swap, which I'm a part of. Most of the swaps are arriving. I'm just a bit slow. I've got everything together. I just need to pay for the postage and put it in the post. And yeah, my swap is actually Natalie, so I'm really looking forward to swapping with her. Another fellow vegan. She's so lovely. She is really, really lovely. Why am I talking about Natalie? Oh yeah, because I've been watching all her back videos because she's not released a Flosstube video in a long time. Sorry, I'm putting that board up there. Just trying to get comfy. My leg's going dead. And she's talked about colonial knots instead of French knots, so I thought maybe I'd look into that. Okay, my next whip is another stitch along with lovely Lauren at Cross Stitch Bunny, and we are doing can I get this in shot? There we go. Welcome to the Forest, which is a gorgeous set of charts by Cottage Needleworks. I've got this on my huge frame, and I have actually purchased some of these really lovely beaded elastics. What are they called? Let me just put the board up there. Fabric tensioners. Because the fabric was so loose at the edges, it was driving me nuts and I didn't want to stitch on it. But yeah, it's coming along lovely now. And I've been working on this pink cottage here. So yeah, really pleased with how that's working out, and I think Lauren is going to dig hers out soon and stitch more on it. And the last whip that I have here, I told you I've been working on a lot. I've been a bit naughty this month. I've bought 4 kits. 2 of them are on the way from my bobbin. I've got another one which I'll show you in haul, and then I bought this one. I've been lusting after this for ages, and you'll see why, because you know my name's Charly Feathers. Isn't it gorgeous? It's called Wish Tree. I'd like the whole series of these, and it's by RTO. Isn't it lush? It's my wedding anniversary. When is it? In a couple of weeks or next week? And I said to my husband, please, can I buy this? And he said, of course you can. And it's the day I got it, I started it. I bought it from Amazon. There was only 2 kits left, and me and Natalie from Home Sweet Home Handmade. I hope I've got that right, Natalie. I always get it wrong. We both bought the last 2 copies and we're doing it together as a stitch along. I think Natalie's was a bit delayed. Well, it was a bit delayed because she messaged me and told me, but she's received it now and I believe she started it. But we need to get a hashtag together for that. And I've only made a small start. So this was a bit delayed coming over from Ukraine. I think it's a Ukrainian company. I'm pretty sure RCO is Ukrainian. Apologies if it isn't, and it's Russian. I think it's Ukrainian. But yeah, there was a delay of it coming over to the UK because of this gorgeous printed Ada. There was a delay in getting it printed. But yeah, this is the start that I've made. All these oranges and pinks and reds on this gorgeous purple background, and it has got blends in there as well. And that is obviously the start of her dress here down this side. What I really liked about this printed Ada was, I don't know if you'll be able to see it here, but they actually marked on the fabric here where the centre was. It was actually printed on. I've never seen that before. Amazing. And that was another needle minder that lovely Laura at Cotton and Clay made for me at the same time as the other one for my Magic Moon. So yeah, I'm desperate to get back to that wish tree as soon as I can. Just realised I've got a pair of scissors on the floor. Put them up there. Oh, one more. So I was contacted by lovely Claire at Love Poppet, and she asked me if I would be interested in joining the Dreaming of Summer SAL, which started on the 16th, which was Thursday. And she would give me the box, and I said, oh, that's so lovely of you, yes please. And you could choose either Ada or even weave. I went for the even weave. I'm pretty sure this is Zweigart cream in 32 count, and yeah, I couldn't put this down. I ended up getting part 1 finished within a couple of days, so I just finished this off this morning. So I've got some lovely sunflowers, some lovely tulips, and some lovely cow parsley. That back stitch was so enjoyable, and that cow parsley. And then part 2 in a couple of weeks will be down here. From the sneak peek, I think it's a cottage. It's all a blurry image, but yeah, we'll see. And the flosses are gorgeous. Come on, 2 cards. Yeah, aren't they gorgeous? And I'm looking forward to part 2 coming out of that one. There's still plenty of time. There is still plenty of time to join that stitch along. I think she's got the sales to sign up open until May 29th, I think. So you've still got a week or 2 to either buy the PDF or buy the kit and join us. Okay, let's talk about what should we talk about first? Just organising my little pile, because I've got Stitchy Kindness and a haul here. Okay, so let's go for haul first. So I bought this was the second kit. So I bought the wish tree, and then I bought this one, fully enabled by Cross Stitch Sarah, because she saw this and sent a picture to me and knew I wouldn't be able to resist it. It's by Hobby Jobby and it's called Inner Spirit. There's a few of these, but I had to obviously get the girl with the feather. Isn't she stunning? And I want to stitch her on a really lovely hand-dyed. I'm thinking either a pinky purple or a green. I've got some really lovely Dylon dye that I want to experiment with a green dial on. Yeah, I just need to be wary of these green flowers here, but they are backstitched, so I think it will be okay if I do it on the green. Oh, I love her so much. And Sarah's actually caved and bought it now, so we will probably do that as a stitch along. So that was the second kit I bought, and then I've got 2 more coming from my bobbin. It did say on the tracking that they arrived at UK Customs a couple of days ago, so I think if they're not here today, they might be here on Monday possibly. I bought 2 cross stitch books from the Threaded Crafter. She posted about these on her stories, and I went straight over to Vinted and bought them. So there is Cottages in cross stitch by Gail Bussey, I think it is, and I really love a lot of them in here, like Spring Cottage, the traditional cottages which are on the front. I'm not so keen on that one. I'll just show you the ones I really like, I think. There's Summer Cottage. That's quite sweet. Home is where the heart is. Some really sweet little houses. I love that one and the really little one down there. And there's a little birth one. And there's a little village as well. That's really cute. And then I also bought from her Woodlands in cross stitch by Angela Beasley. Oh man, look at that. Those little hedgehogs in a ring. I really like those. And I really like this scene as well with the badgers and the owl in the forest. That one's called Forest at Night. The hedgehog cushion, which I just showed you. I think they were the 2 main ones that I liked. Yeah, so I couldn't resist those. Lindsay fully enabled me from Wolfie Stitches. She's been talking about this company called Wrencraft. They've got some gorgeous kits on eBay. Don't know anything about this company. Lindsay was asking if anybody knew. So it looks like they're designed by Carol Phillipson for Wrencraft, who seems to be owned by a lady, or was owned by a lady called Catherine Beadle, and they were based in Hull. And you can tell that they're quite old because this is an actual photograph, and if you can see there, the chart is all hand drawn, but this is a full kit with linen and a needle. And can you see that? It's a little wren amongst rose hips, which I couldn't resist. There's a couple of others that I'm eyeing up. One has arrived on eBay that is a hedgehog of Moran flower pots, which is gorgeous. And there is also, what was the other one? Oh, there's this gorgeous alphabet, which has got all these lovely backstitched florals and rose hips around it. It's lovely. Kim notified me of a couple of, well, mainly this pattern on Facebook D-Stash group. And these come from those booklets that I told you about in my last Flosstube. I think they were called Cross Stitch Magic. And these were 50p each, so I snapped them up. So I think I paid £1.80 with postage. That one was called Rose Panel Bag. I treated myself to some lovely 12-weight sulky. And this is the Summer Sampler collection. No idea what I'm going to use these for, but I saw them on Amazon and really loved them. And Kim messaged me and told me that West Green Loft Yarns, I think she's called Vicky, the lady. This is her card. Her Wiggly linen was still up. It hadn't sold out yet for May, so I couldn't resist some of that. That is Vanilla Bean, and I got the fat 832 count. So yeah, keep an eye because them linens are gorgeous. I would definitely buy them again. Okay, how are we getting on? Oh, my legs are going dead. I'm near the end. I got some really lovely kindness from lovely Anita at the Violet Stitcher. She was selling ring pulls, like zipper pulls, on her Ko-fi. And I really liked them. And I had some seahorse and squirrel charms, and I asked her if she would make some for me if I sent her the charms, and she said of course she would. So I sent them in the post to her, and she sent me quite a few back, more than I asked for, I think. So we've got this lovely squirrel, a lovely seahorsey one, another lovely seahorse one with a little heart. I love this one. It's like 3 danglies with hearts, and it's got another little seahorse there. And the last one is this really lovely pink seahorse one. So yeah, thank you so much, Anita, and I'm going to make her some custom floss drops in return. I need to get started on them very soon. I'm on it, Anita, just very slowly. Life's just been so busy, and my little shop, my little coffee shop, has been very busy as well, which I'm immensely grateful for. But it just means I'm getting a bit behind with the Stitchy kindness. Sorry, it cut me off there. I was just saying, Anita, it is on my Stitchy kindness to-do list, and I will get around to it. Sorry about the delay. I got a lovely package from Natalie at Home Sweet Home Handmade, and she sent me these lovely feathers which I'd like to paint. I think they're from Hobbycraft, and she also sent me a lovely card as well, possibly some chocolate off the top of my memory. I think she sent me some chocolate too. Lovely Yas sent me this, as well as the other one that I showed you, and this has got a thread bed and a little net pocket, and it's got a little zip at the back. So beautifully made. I'm not sure if Yaz has got any in her shop at the moment, but keep your eye out. She has some gorgeous bags up yesterday, and before I could buy them, they were all gone. What else have I got here? Oh, Yaz very kindly gifted me a copy of When the Owl Sings, which is one that I model stitched for her last year. And she also sent me her card that's got, flash that quickly, a free honey pot pattern, which I want to stitch. Lovely Kaz Faith on Instagram. She was very kind to me and sent me a Santoro card. Isn't that gorgeous? With some lovely stickers. I need to put these in my stitch diary. Some slots as well. So she sent me that lovely card and stickers, but not only that, she sent me some lovely metallics, DMC metallics, and a pattern that she had finished that I'd been eyeing up that I don't think you can purchase anymore, but I'll flash it quickly. It's a Totoro one. It's a full coverage and it's 4 pages, so it's quite large, but I love Totoro. Anything Studio Ghibli I love, so thank you to Kaz for that. And the last Stitchy kindness I got was from lovely Debbie. She gave me this gorgeous DMC flowers book, and this is just, I'll just flip quickly. This is absolutely jam-packed with flower charts. So she gave that to me when she came down. She also gave me like a seed germinator jar, one that I've wanted for quite a while, and some lovely tea, which I haven't drunk yet because I've been waiting to record. Some lemon and grapefruit. Where are these from? Because they're gorgeous. It just says organic green tea. F for Fredstead. I've not seen these before. Tummy Love ginger, turmeric and cardamom. Got a couple of those. This one sounds gorgeous. Twinings Balance, rose, lemon verbena and lemon balm. Oh, I might have that after the Flosstube actually. So thank you to everyone for my lovely stitchy kindness. I've got a little bit of plans. I was watching lovely Fanny and Marion, the Soul Stitchers, last night. They've just brought out their third Flosstube video. I'd recommend you go and watch them. They do outtakes in French where they can't think of the English. And yeah, they've got lovely projects, lovely FOs, but they were talking about starting a stitch along for Heart in Hand Seaside Tiny Town very soon. And I messaged Fanny and said, I've got this in my stash and I'd love to join. I don't know if I can show you, but you get the beads included. And I actually won this from Sew Me Sherry in one of her giveaways. So if anyone has this in their stash and wants to join us, I know that Kim Stitchy Squirrels is also going to join us because I messaged her last night and told her it was happening and she's got it in the stash. So yeah, a little bit of plans. And then just some giveaway. So I haven't heard from the person who won this in my last Flosstube. It's an Emma Louise Moonlight Meadow kit. It comes with the even weave and all the floss, anchor floss. So please go back and watch my last Flosstube video and see if you're the winner for that. If I don't hear by my next Flosstube, I will be redrawing for that one, if that's okay. And I've got two giveaways this time. I've got this really lovely buttons and lace Sue Hillis designs chart. It's so pretty. I picked this up on the freebie. No, was it? It wasn't the freebie table, was it? It was the swap table, the freebie swap table. And I stitched this for my friend Sarah into a little pillow for her birthday. I'll put a picture of it up here actually. But I don't think I'll stitch anything else from this. So if you'd like to win this, I'll send it anywhere. Use the word buttons, BUTTONS. And then I've also got this, which is the Stitch in London Twin Bird Pincushion by Chloe Wood of Girl with the Gavel Stitches. We got this in our kit pack for Stitch in London 2023. I know that Chloe has now released this, so I think it's fine for me to give it away. I won't stitch this at all. And I know that Sally from Flossie Sews and Grows and Sew Me Sarah were stitching this as part of their Fun for 50 SAL. I don't know if that's still going on, but you could probably still stitch it and tag them in. So if you're interested in winning that, then please use the word bird, B-I-R-D, and I'll draw those on my next Flosstube. So bird and buttons. And that's everything. I hope you're all well and enjoy your stitching, and I'll see you soon. If I don't see you in 2 weeks, it'll be in another month. Take care. Bye.